So I recently moved to Hell's Kitchen, anthropological wonderland that it is. And I moved there because all of my artsy friends were there, and I thought we'd all live together. And I get there just in time to find that they have all moved away. Apparently, Port Authority has sold out. One homeless guy with an iPhone, and there goes the neighborhood. And so where did they all move? But to a place where even wealthier people live alongside even poorer people, Williamsburg, Brooklyn. So I decided to do some exploring of yon Williamsburg. And so I arrive, and let me tell you, it lives up to its reputation as hipster capital of the world. You get out of the subway, and it is just flannel as far as the eye can see. It's like the wardrobe department at Roseanne exploded. And it's nothing but flannel and the dark denim outline of underdeveloped nerd legs. Yeah, well, would you look at that? So I was like, oh, I'm so over emo. I'm like, let's do some exploring. So I start walking, and I start walking a little bit further south, and further south than Williamsburg is Spanish Williamsburg. Latino culture is very popular right here nowadays. And so I was like, well, this is interesting. And so I walk a little further south, and then I'm in Black Williamsburg, and I'm like, ooh, urban. And I was like, Williamsburg is like the World of Nations showcase at Epcot Center. Like, every place is a different land. None of them have a log ride, though, which is disappointing. Although the JMZ is kind of like it. But anyway, I keep walking further south, and I stumble upon this part of Williamsburg where everything is weird. Like, men are wearing slacks and dark socks and hats and beards, and women are in dresses and bonnets. And I'm like, did I walk so far south that I'm in colonial Williamsburg? What is going on? Ye old Williamsburg. And I see everything. I'm like, everything's in Hebrew. I'm like, is this biblical Williamsburg? What's going on now? Now, see, let me obviously, I'm in the Hasidic Jewish section of Williamsburg. And I don't want to offend any Hasidic Jews, which is why I only do this routine on Saturdays. And I am from Ohio. And let me tell you, Jews are not our #1 export. I'm not really up on Jewish culture. So when I see bonnets and hats, I'm thinking Amish. I thought that I had stumbled upon the Amish section of Williamsburg. Now, I'm thinking this is a little suspicious. What are the Amish doing in the middle of New York City? Then I was like, maybe they're making a remake of Witness. Like, Witness 2, Witness it, bitch. And it's like, Eva Mendes has replaced Kelly McGillis, because she's really the Kelly McGillis of our time. And it's like they must be filming something, but when I couldn't find Mariska Hargitay, I was like, no, these must be real people. So, get it? And so I was like, these are real people. And then I see this woman in a bonnet walking by with a cell phone, and I was like, oh, Amish, no, my Amish alarm goes off. And I was like, I should alert the Amish authorities. And I was like, by the time that they receive the letter, they're almost never on the cell phone still, so, because they can't use phones. We'll workshop that joke later. And so anyway, these people they're on phones, and they're using iPods and driving cars, and I was like, this is the badass Amish El Dorado. Like, this is where they all go when they run away, because you know about Amish runaways? People run away from the Amish community. And people are always shocked by that, as though it's difficult to run away from the Amish, because the Amish can run fast, but you know what I can do faster? Dial the 7 sevens. I got a taxi picking me up in no time. Because that horse you have may be powerful, but there are 40 horses in the Ford Taurus that I'm driving away in. So, no problem there. I was thinking about horsepower the other day. Isn't that weird that we measure things in terms of the power of a horse? I was thinking like 1,000 horsepower is equal to 1 unicorn. That joke killed at a 4-H club meeting I did last week, so. But anyway, it's not, once again, I say, it's not difficult to escape from the Amish community. Newsflash, they don't have electrified fences keeping anyone in. There's no security alarm. There's just a split rail fence and some livestock, basically some observant livestock. And you just kind of have to knock them over and jump to escape. That's all you have to do. And I was thinking that maybe the Amish then issue the Amish Amber Alert, which is essentially, they interrupt all quilting circles with a hand-drawn rendering of the individual who's recently escaped. And they go, have you seen Yoder? Then they just wait, and they're like, no, we haven't. I'm confused, and then they go back to churning, which I mentioned with you. I'm confused where fashion and religion blend, because although I've heard ladies call Cosmo the Bible, I've never heard the other way around. People are not treating the Bible like Cosmo. If it were like Cosmo, the commandments would be called 10 surefire ways to please him. Capital H, of course, meaning the Lord. I don't understand where they get off suddenly telling us how to dress. I mean, religious people are not fashion icons as far as I can tell. They basically wear the same thing. And I feel they're one, people go up to them for guidance and they're looking for big answers. And they're like, Father, why do bad things happen in the world? And they're like, well, we can't be sure of that. But what I am sure of is that bonnets are going to be the hot accessory for the spring, so make sure you're wearing them. The only people that, I love that they decided the zenith of fashion was like 1837. They're like, it's not gonna get any better than this. The only people that subscribe to that are Richard Simmons and Flava Flav. They're like, this is it. It's the best fashion. It's not gonna get any better, All right, thanks everybody, Jess Burkle. Bye.